Day 121. Gaslighting people are the worst. Let me set this up real quick. My fault. My fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Damn, what? I was running behind. Um, hold on. Almost done. I'm almost done. All right. Gaslighting people are the worst. First, let's look up what gaslighting means. All right. Gaslighting is a form of psychological and emotional abuse where the abuser manipulates someone into doubting their own perception of reality, memories, or sanity. This manipulation causes the victim to question their own thoughts, feelings, and judgments, often leading to confusion, self doubt, and dependence on the abuser. The term originates from the 1938 British play Gaslight and its 1944 film uh, adaptation, where a husband manipulates his wife into believing she is mentally ill to control her and steal from her. Gaslighting can be subtle at first, involving behaviors like lying, denying facts, withholding information, or twisting events to make the victim feel they are mistaken or crazy. Denying or distorting facts, lying outright, even when confronted with the truth, making the victim feel confused or insecure, undermining the victim's self worth and mental capacity. Yo, gaslighting is the worst. It makes you want to rip somebody's head off. And the thing is, when people try to gaslight me, is that you're not smart enough to do it. I'm gonna tell you right now. Just not smart enough. People are not smart enough to do it, but they try anyways. They're gonna try. They're gonna try to gaslight me, you know. But it's not gonna work. I'm just too smart for that. And denying or distorting the facts. One of the things that said twisting the events. That is a thing that I come across a lot where people twist the events. They give you shit that in hindsight they're like, oh yeah, I seen they use the future, what happened in the future to justify the past, but when they was doing whatever action in the past, they knew nothing about the future. Feel what I'm saying? You don't even know what could have happened or is going to happen. So if you try to use future events to justify your behaviors in the past, that's wild. That would be like, let me give you a quick example. If someone, let's go with relationships, right? Someone cheated. Yeah. If someone cheated, do I want to use that? I'm trying to think of a good one. If you okay, if I cheat on you, and then I cheat on you, but then when I cheated, at the time I cheated, let's say today, May 1st, the time I cheated, I ain't know what the hell you had going on. 2 months from now, that shit kind of got blurry. 2 months from now, I find out that in June you started dealing with somebody else, and then let's say in July, I'm at you talk and you find out that I cheated, and I'm like, yo, yeah, I mean, shit, I did it because you was dealing with such and such. When I did it, the future hadn't happened yet. So when you started flirting with somebody else in June, I had already cheated in May. So for me to be like in July, be like, oh yeah, I did it because you was fucking with somebody else. No, you did it because you did it. You had the future hadn't happened yet. That's a gaslighting tactic. That's a mixing up the events. Let's twist the events and make it seem like you was flirting with this person first or talking to this person first, and that's how I ended up cheating. When in all actuality, I cheated first, June 1st. You started talking to somebody, and then July is when it all came out that I was cheating. See what I'm saying? That shit is frustrating. And people will argue that shit. People will really, stick to their guns, and you're like, yo, that's not how the events went. So that's one thing that they're gonna do. Then just flat out lying. No, I ain't cheat. What are you talking about? Yo, the girl's texting you right here. She's saying that she missed, y'all times together. I ain't gonna get too graphic. And I'm like, nah, yo, I don't know what time she talking about. I ain't cheat on her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't cheat on you. I don't know what you talking about. The evidence is right here. So if the evidence is right here, how is it you don't know? You know what I'm saying? That's gaslighting. And then just overall confusing them. You know what I'm saying? You got the denying or disordering the facts, lying outright, even when confronted with the truth. It's just the gaslighting is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was having a discussion with somebody, and they said, yo, why are we talking about this? Because I brought it up to him after some time. I brought it up to him. Why are we talking about this? I already talked about this. I already dealt with this already. Well, I got new information. So I'm asking you based off of this new information that I got. So now that I got this new information, I'm coming to you with it. Yeah, but I already told you about it. Blah, 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 blah. So I don't see why you bringing it up. What part of I got new information don't you understand? You know what I'm saying? So now that's that gaslight shit. You trying to manipulate the situation. You trying to confuse me. You know what I'm saying? You trying to, I got new information. So why are you mad? When I first brought it up, you was already at, oh, what are you talking about? It don't matter what I'm talking about. All that matters is you tell me the events that happen. Again, that's it. Just say the events. Just what happened. Oh, where's this coming from? It don't matter where it's coming from. If I'm asking you to tell me the events, I'm asking you for a reason. If I'm asking you to tell me the events, you think I just randomly out of nowhere just decide, you know what? I'm just going to pick an argument. Contrary to popular belief, I don't like arguing. I'm just willing to do it. It's a difference. I ain't scared of it, but I don't like it. So if I'm asking you, I'm not just asking you because I was just like, you know what? I'm bored. Let me pick an argument. I'm asking you because I got new information. So if I got new information, it don't matter how I came to the conclusion and decided to ask you this question. Just answer the fucking question. Tell me about the events. That's it. So when you make a big deal out of that, you seem guilty. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you where I got the information. Now I'm gonna tell you why I'm asking you. I'm asking you because I got new information, and this is the new information that I got. I told you da. Okay, don't matter what you told me. Why are you getting upset? You getting upset because of what? You seem guilty right now because you asking me about the same thing. I told you this already. It don't matter what you told me. I got new information. Okay, so let me ask you. So if you got information about me on something, I use that scenario that I used earlier with let's just say with the cheating, right? You got some new information and I was denying that I was cheating, right? And you got new information. Wouldn't you come to me if you found out like somebody was like, oh yeah, he was fucking with this chick and blah, blah, blah. You would feel like, let me go question it. Even if we already moved past that, you got new info. And with this new info, now you want to see, is this person lying? Who lying? Like, because it kind of lines up, right? So my thing is, if you ask somebody, hey, so how would you feel if it was flip-flop? And then they would say, yeah, I would. Then why the fuck are you getting upset when somebody asking you? Guilty. That's what you are. You're guilty. That's it. You guilty. Ain't no getting around that shit. If you could get upset about it, but then when somebody asks you, oh, because I'm getting upset because we already talked about this. It don't fucking matter. I'm asking you this info because I got new information. See what I'm saying? This is what people who gaslight do. Then they try to make you seem like you bugging. Like, why you want to bring this up? Why you want to argue? I don't want to argue. I want to be told the truth. That's what the fuck I want. All this could be solved. I told you the truth. Well, then why this new information that I receive seem to conflict with your information that you told me, and the timeline and everything seems to, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand that shit. Well, if you want to believe them, then, oh, now as if you want to see, that's a gaslighting tactic. If you want to believe them, yeah, I'm going to believe them. Because this person didn't have no reason. I ain't even seen this person in forever. So if this person giving me information, you know what I'm saying, and not even knowing, you know what I'm saying, this person don't know. The person is giving me info. Damn, this shit's getting kind of blurry. Hold up. Let me do something real quick, y'all. Here we go. No. Hold up. All right. This person is giving me information, not even realize the information that they're giving me. So they ain't had no reason to lie because they didn't know that they was giving me information that was going to be used. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm bugging. This is what gaslighting people do. And you gotta be aware of their tactics. And when they display those tactics, either you got to dip because you ain't going to change them. And then the other tactic is, it's a gaslighting tactic that's never really spoke about. Oh, I don't even remember. Now you don't remember. You don't remember what happened, huh? You can remember everything else about other people who did shit to you, but you can't ever remember what you did, right? So that's another tactic that people do. I don't remember it. Or they just get frustrated. Oh, I'm tired. I ain't got time for this. That's a gaslighting tactic. They're gonna manipulate you. If you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. But your pride won't let you just understand where the person is coming from. If a person is coming at you with new information, so they asking you about that, and you're still, the first thing you do when they ask you about it is play dumb. Oh, why are we talking? What's going on? Like, where did this? It don't matter where it came from. Your story should align the same. You know what I'm saying? It should align no matter what. Okay, you don't want to answer. All right, so let me tell you where it came from. Then I tell you, and the person that gave me the information didn't even know they was giving me that information. But they lying. If you want to believe that person, yeah, believe them. Because they don't have no motive. See, that's the difference. You have a motive to lie. They don't have a motive to lie because they didn't even know they was giving the information that they was giving when they was giving it to me. Because they wasn't just like violent, hey, yo, blah, blah, blah. It was one of those things where you in conversation, they talking to you, and they telling you shit, and they don't know that they telling you things that you like, oh shit. And you're thinking about something else in the past, and they don't even realize that they telling you the shit. And you're like, yeah. And then now you start probing, asking, the informant, let's just call it, even though they, you asking the informant questions because you trying to figure out all the information that you're going to go back and talk to the other person about. And then once you confront them, that's when all the gaslighting tactics come in. And then they just use every trick in the book. Shit is annoying. That's how people get violent. Gaslighting tactics make other people who they doing it to get violent. Think about it. Because it's a level of frustration that you just can't explain, because it's everything except for just being truthful and honest. Or even if you happen to be truthful and honest, right? In a situation where somebody's getting new information, you can't get upset just because y'all talked about it before. I got new information. That would be like if you was told something scientifically You tell how the body work. Oh, yeah, you eat this and it helps with this. You told that by your doctor. And then you get some new information by a scientist that did research. And then you go to your doctor. Because even when scientists and stuff, when they give information on YouTube and then Instagram, you know, they'll sometimes say, not Instagram, but more so YouTube and stuff, they'll still say, check with your physician first. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why do they do that? Because just in case. You know what I mean? They don't want to get sued, but check with your physician. You know what I mean? So if you go to your physician, you be like, hey, I got this new information. The doctor's not gonna be like, I told you, you know what I'm saying? Why are you asking me this? We talked about this already. No, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, I hear the information. Either it's true or it's not true in their eyes. But they're not gonna get upset. If a person is getting upset, they are guilty. Even if they're not guilty, they're guilty. Why? Why the fuck are you getting upset? You could get upset if a person came to you randomly with no reason. Yeah. But if they got new information, you get upset. Guilty. Stay away from them. Till next time, peace.